So what I would like to do is use the winch on my four-wheeler to power my rope saw, and I'd like to do it in a way that's automatically pull some of this cord out. So I got my winch, and what I wanted to do is to pull the rope saw in, and then let it roll back out. Pull it in, let it go back out. And the way the way I think I can do that is to use this shackle here on the bottom and use a piece of that galvanized strapping there and attach one end of it to the shackle so that the 2x4 kind of rides up and down on the shackle, while the cable connected with some of those eye hooks in that plastic container on the left there allows the cable to run through those up the 2x4. So that's pretty simple enough. The way I'm going to get the thing to extend and retract automatically is to use some of these components that I have sitting here on the rack. The main one, or the key one, is this switch. It has only two positions, both of them are on, and it has three prongs, one for your power wire and then one to direct which direction that the winch goes, either out or in. I've also got a regular toggle switch here that I already had that I may use to break the power to the centerpiece. May or may not use it. So what I've got is the remote that goes with my winch. It's just a Harbor Freight Badlands winch, I think a 3,500 pound winch. The end of the cable has 5 prongs, but I've taken the switch apart to look at it, and the momentary switch here only has 3 prongs. It's got, just like this one, it's got 1 prong in the middle and 2 on either side to allow you to let it go in or out. So what I'm going to do is take that, unplug that switch, and just use the plugs on the end of the wire to plug into the 3 prongs here on the on switch. That switch, by the way, was about $6 on eBay. And if I decide I need to, I'll break the middle wire with this switch right here. And the other components that I didn't mention are a couple of hose clamps, and I'll come back to what I want to do with those. And this is some drip irrigation line that I had when we had something that we were drip irrigating. And anyway, this is just some leftover hose from that. And the way I want to get the cable to automatically come in and out, as I mentioned, using the wires from the remote. But after hooking those up, the way I'll get it to turn on and off, or at least that I hope to be able to get it to turn on and off, is to take a piece of this drip irrigation line right here, slide it over the end of the toggle switch, and then take this T and put in it. And I'll make a mount. I had a piece of scrap metal you may have seen in the video sitting over there by the 2x4. Make a mount for the switch, and then hook another piece of the line on either end of the T. And I mean, I'll have them trimmed and all, and then use the hose clamps to hook either end of the line to a section on the winch cable, so that when the winch cable retracts and it uses up however much slack I have in this, it'll be connected to the hose clamp and it'll be pulled. And when it's pulled, then the winch cable will then start to go out, and of course there'll be a line on the other side. And when it gets to the extent of how far out it's going to go, it'll be pulled in this direction, which will start it traveling back, cutting and pulling back toward the four-wheeler until it pulls it again, and the process is repeated. All right, so this is our test. I've got the remote plug plugged in here for the winch. I've got the board set up. I've got the little hook with the cable running through them. The board is connected to the shackle there. Runs up here. The switches are connected, and instead of using the hose clamps, at least for now, I'm trying it with zip ties. So I've got, when this one runs all the way out, it'll pull the switch this way, which will make it go back until this stretches out, and when it stretches out, it should pull the switch this way and then make the cable go back here. And for the test, I've just got a concrete block and a pulley up there, snatch block. All right, so I'm just going to flip the power switch on. Not super fast, but it does seem to be working. And hooked to the other end of this contraption at the other end of the rope chain will be the little helper that I made and used in the rope chain video. Okay, so I have the four-wheeler set up. I went ahead and took a come-along and attached it to the back of the four-wheeler and tied it off of that tree. Just didn't want the four-wheeler to be pulling forward, and if sometime while it's cutting the chain starts to get more slack in it, I wanted to be able to kind of pull the four-wheeler back with it. I went ahead and put the rope saw over the limb, and I did it just like I demonstrated in the video previously. Took one of those 5-inch steel targets and tossed the rope over and pulled the chain over. Ran the rope back here to the helper that I'd previously put together. I moved it back a little further than in the previous video. I hung the big steel target on it for weight, as well as another of the small steel targets and a brick. Secured it into the ground with the 3 dog stakes, tie-outs, 2 of them that you screw into the ground and 1 that you hammer into the ground, and then secured those with big zip ties. So I'm gonna go back and get this thing started. I'm gonna let the video run for 45 seconds or so that you can get an idea how the mechanism works. After that, I'll speed the video up so that it doesn't take so long, possibly stopping a time or two to point out different things. So what I thought was a bad switch, it was not the switch, it was the contactor or the solenoid, and I should have thought about that before I started. I saw on the video clips it ran for up to 6 minutes at one time, so it was just getting hot and overheating. It got to where it wouldn't run but maybe 30 seconds at a time, and so what I did is I just unhooked the four-wheeler from it. I've probably done some pretty good damage to the contactor. One of the reasons I used the four-wheeler instead of my side-by-side for this little demonstration is because I didn't want to damage the winch that's on my side-by-side, which is a Warren, and it's considerably more expensive than the $139 Badland winch, which I think I got with a coupon, quite a bit cheaper than that several years ago. So anyway, I looked up a contactor, new contactor. It looks like they're about $18. So I'll be ordering at least one of those.